Welcome back to your Winnipeg Jets GM mode. So as we discussed in the last one, we are just outside of a playoff spot. If you look, I believe we are 6 points back of the Los Angeles Kings, but we have 2 games in hand, so potentially only 2 points back if you look here, because you got the Ducks, Sharks, and Flames, Blues, Stars, and Blackhawks, and then you have Arizona and the Los Angeles Kings. So you got the Colorado Avalanche ahead of us, and the Los Angeles Kings and Arizona Coyotes are the teams we're trying to catch. So these are the 2 teams we want to focus on: are the Kings and the Avalanche. Now, when you look at our team, it looks pretty good offensively from a forward standpoint. When you go through here, there's a couple of minus line like Willie Nee and Adam Lowry and the bottom guys, but look at points. Points are pretty good, but you want to look for almost point per game. And Ehlers is a little bit more off with Patrick Laine, but he's got the 23 goals. You have 17 goals in Willie Nylander. But where our big issue is, you go to defense, and you guys can maybe attribute it to us trading away Dustin Byfuglien. I mean, you have an 87 in Tyler Myers, 84 in Enstrom, who's 33 years old. Pissick is 26, only 83, but you got two-way offensive defenseman who's really not playing very offensive. You look at his stats, to me, he's more of a defensive defenseman. Morrissey, who's growing up to an 83 overall, who's 22. Again, probably more defensive than offensive. Trouba, who's an 86, two-way defenseman, again, more defensive. Nikitin, he's clearly a defensive defenseman at 31. So if you look at the age, also, you have 20, 28, 33, 26, 22, 24, and 31. So we did have the one player in mind, the only player that really made sense after going, and the only reason why I say he makes sense. Well, let me just get there first. So the one player, we have plenty of cap space now. We need that bona fide stud defenseman, and it's going to be Cam Fowler. Now, the reason behind this is if you look at who they got, and already, hold on, back out real quick, they're already right up against cap, 0.5, right? So you go over here, he's got 4 years left. 4 years left. They just signed Hampus Lindholm to a 5-year deal. Now, Cam Fowler's going to get at least 6 or 7 million, so clearly them. They have Ryan Kessler, who they have signed long term. Then they got to pay Theodore. They got to Silverberg's locked up. Fatnin's locked up. Raquel's locked up for 5 years. They got $3 million here, but that's still not going to get the job done because you got to sign Theodore to a real contract. Who's going to want it? Nick Ritchie's going to want a contract. He's locked up long term. This guy who's young but it's going to pan out probably looks like he's going to want a contract. You got Larson who's also locked up. He's 20. What's his potential? Elite low potential. And 20. So you go to their defensive core in general, and you see $4 million, or 5.25, 4.875, 3.7, and then you have Larson, who they have to sign after this year. And you have this guy, low top 4, who's not happy because he's not playing, but potentially is there. So you really look at their defensemen, and they have no veterans on this defensive core. None. So we're going to go ahead and try to make a move for Cam Fowler. And like I said, they're just not going to be able to sign him. I've done multiple GM modes on my own, and he never gets resigned by them. So what we are looking at offering is we're clearly going to have to give up one of these guys. So Stanley is, what did we take? Defensive defenseman taken in the first round. Green, who's unsigned, is a two-way defenseman. Luke Green taken in the third round. What was their size here? Size, he's 19, left-handed, 6'6". He's 5'11", so we're going to throw him in, and plus he's not signed, so it doesn't hurt the contract as far as, because they only had the one available, so it does makes it a little bit easier. And then we got to throw them a defenseman that's going to be playable. Now, At first, these two I was not moving. These are part of our core. First I was thinking Morrissey. But after looking over their defensive core and seeing all that, they're really young and they have a bunch of young kids that are going to be able to come up and play. So he would fit in, but they're going to have to give him a contract as well, so he probably won't resign. To where now if we offer them a I think it's Tom Senstrom, right? Tom Senstrom? Toby. Sorry. My bad, guys. A Toby Enstrom who's older when they're going on their cup run this year. He gives them a little bit more. He's also says offensive, but you look at stats, clearly a defensive defenseman. 9 goals, 4 assists, plus minus of 11, so doesn't take many pims. So we're going to throw in Enstrom. Now, this is clearly not an even deal prospect. A serviceable top 4 defenseman, and for an elite defenseman, it's going to get a little bit better probably, so it's clearly not fair. Now, we're going to slide down to the draft picks, and we're going to give them this year's first, okay, and just to sweeten it a touch, make it a little more realistic, next year's third. Now, they're 34, 19, and 9, so they're a good team, and they don't want to hurt their playoff run this year. So that's where Enstrom comes in. I know he's not Cam Fowler. I know that it's not going to make them a better team this year. But at the same time, getting Enstrom, who they probably can let walk at the end of the year. So they're swapping defensemen. Cam Fowler, whether he's playing on their first, second, or third pairing, depending on how they have it, is an elite defenseman, but they can't pay him, so they're not gonna. You don't want to let a asset such as Cam Fowler just walk. You don't want to do that. That's how you don't stay a good team. When you stay a good team, you get assets back. So you got Cam Fowler for Toby Enstrom, a first, a third, and a defensive prospect. So they're getting 2 defensemen, a prospect, and Enstrom. The prospect, potentially, not really. I mean, he's not going to pan out like that. A first-round draft pick and a third. And if you look at this, we're not even a playoff team. So if we don't make the playoffs, this really pans out for them. So we're going to go ahead and offer up this deal. Great thing. Check it out. We're offering his interest. So they don't even want this. So what we're going to do, let's see who matches their block here. I'm moving Nolan Patrick, TV Terrifying, and Enstrom. Cop, 23, low top 9. We can throw Cop in there just to see. But then we got to throw somebody back in. So you know what I'm going to do right now, guys, is actually see if I can just throw somebody in here. Skeeter's matching the block. We'll throw this guy in. Okay, once it lets me, see if this works. Here's also what we'll do. We will eat his cap. Is what it'll do is it'll allow them to be able to possibly make another move at the trade deadline. So it also gives them some flexibility as far as that. And we'll leave Cop in there because it gives them a player that they can also use this year as well. Because he's an 82 overall, 82. And we'll make this third a second. So now you're giving up a first, a second, a serviceable player for them who's on a good contract and young. Enstrom, a serviceable D, and we're retaining the salary this year so they can also go make some moves if they want to at the trade deadline, a defensive prospect. And let's offer this up, and it is accepted, and it doesn't look like we won the deal there, or at the same time it doesn't look like we lost the deal because they just say they're happy to accept this. So I'll be back. I'm also going to do some more scouting to see any possible trades. I have one more idea. I don't think I'm going to find anything on it, but I am going to do some looking around to see if there's a possibility to improve on the specific position, and then I'll be back. Alright, we are back. So I went ahead and made the line changes, did some scouting. I saw nothing to improve. Now, as far as improving, I was looking to improve the goaltender. I know we just got Vasilevsky, but we are a team that is trying to make that playoff push, so it didn't hurt to look. Only team that made sense was Columbus, but if you traded with Columbus, you're trading a starter and a starter. His contract's up 3 years from now, so they would have had a decent backup, but they would have had too much money locked up in goaltenders. Now you look at his goals against 2.77 and 907, which isn't very good. He did have a good start to the year, but we're gonna ride out with him. Yeah, I think that's just what we're gonna do. So the only other thing that I thought about maybe doing is because we have a bunch of playmakers, is trying to maybe swap one of our playmakers for Sniper, but I just like the group we have, so we're just gonna go ahead and make this playoff push now. The only reason why the Cam Fowler trade I was good with making, and we'll actually check out any other trades that was done, was because even if we missed the playoffs, we got a young defenseman. We didn't go get a Dustin Byfuglien, who would be, 30, 32, 33 at this point now. So that's why it kind of made sense. So, I mean, it just worked out that way. If you look at trades, the San Jose Sharks acquired Patrick Sharp, who might be on the move this year in real life. Our trade that we made with them. Any other trades? Nope. So there's 3 trades this month, and then they got Hanson from Vancouver for a third, and 2/3. So that's it. That was the trade deadline. The biggest move would probably be ours, but minus ours was Dallas trading Patrick Sharp for what looks like 2 prospects and a second round draft pick. So they got good return for an old player in Patrick Sharp. So as we come to this is a team we're chasing that we could catch potentially, and they are kind of far ahead, but they're about the same as the Los Angeles Kings, which I did want to see. And so that we don't have any games up against the Kings, so we have a month and a week pretty much to catch up and get back into this playoff race. So we're going to start this out by simming this game really quick. As the first period, it's 2-1 them. Kyle Connor gets us on the board. Vasilevsky gives up 2 goals on 12 shots. Second period, and they give up another goal to Jonathan Toews. Third period, and we get blown out again. Yeah, this is our team this year, so this is what we got. So we're going to just have to live with it. Any games? I know Arizona was a team that we're chasing, so we'll go to this Arizona game. As we lose again, our team's just streaky, and I honestly believe it's the goaltender. The only thing I can think of is either draft a goaltender if he doesn't turn his season around, and or try to find one in free agency and pay him big bucks. So those are the options. This is a big game for us. We need to win, as it is 2-2 after 1, because this is a team we're trying to catch for a playoff spot. Patrick Laine and Palat and Duclair and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Second period, no goals. We'll do a slower sim here for the period, as Adam Lowry, maybe one of the best 4th-line players in the NHL right now, gets us on the board to get us a lead. And Patan gets us up by 2. If we get another one, I'll go ahead and sim it right away, as we're up by 2 goals. Shots are pretty even. Vasilevsky looks like he's playing pretty well. As we get a power play late, we'll go ahead and end this up here with a 4-2 win for the Winnipeg Jets on a team that we're trying to catch. Vasilevsky played well in this game. We finally get a win in a game that we sim. So that's good. We'll go ahead and jump up to this game here. But yeah, like I said, future's definitely bright for this team, but I don't think we want to look that far ahead. I think we're in the now. I think we can make the playoffs this year, and I think we can go on a run. If we can get in, I think this team is a team that can go on a streak. I mean, you've seen it all year long. We're just streaky, as we're going to go ahead and sim this game too. I think if we get both of these games, it's going to be huge on our playoff push. After the first period, again 2-2, Domi and Palat again and Ehlers. Second period, as Ehlers and Teuvo Teravainen give us a 2-goal lead, and Patrick Laine put it away in the third period as we outshoot them 40-17. Gives up 2 goals and 17 shots. Like, not the greatest, but you know, when the offense is clicking like that with 40 shots, well, yeah, outplayed that team. So, yeah, let's see. Any other team that we are trying to catch? Calgary, I mean, potentially. But I don't believe we really are. So, we'll go ahead and I know we are trying to make sure we get ahead of them. We'll go up to this Hawks game, and then we'll check it out. I just like using them as the, stopping points. As we're getting late here, as of right now, since the Fowler trade, we are 5 and 4, it looks like. 5 and 4 maybe? I mean, if I'm reading that right, 5 and 4. 5 and 4 as we lose a 3-game losing streak. That's what I'm talking about. We went on a 3-game right there, and then we won 4, and then we lost 1, we won 1, then we lost 3, and then we win 1. So we're just streaky. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in unless we can start finding some wins here. As it's 36, 33, and 5, and they're 37, 27, and 13. And April 5th, we're just going to do, let's see here, April 5th. We're just going to go Teravainen. Let's move these right up, and we will fill in this with, it's going to be Gabriel Bork. Substituting all lines. I think he's coming back pretty soon. So we got a couple games without him as we win again in the shootout. So 2 shootout wins back to back against the Calgary Flames with the same exact score, but we lose to the Dallas Stars. St. Louis Blues, come on. Peshkalane will edit lines manually. See, this is why I did that. So that we just come down here to Gabriel Bork. You replace player, yes. And then I would probably keep him out, but with us hopefully being in a really tight playoff run, we're just going to slide him right back into the lineup. We're going to get to this Hawks game hopefully with another win in overtime or a shootout against St. Louis. So 38, 34, and 5. We might catch the Chicago Blackhawks. Let's see here. We're not in a playoff spot right now. With 81 points, we would have to jump Minnesota. At least Minnesota. We might be able to catch the Stars. Those Stars games were pretty huge. Let's just see if we even have a chance. So we have 5 games, so 10 points potentially remaining. Let's just look at the Stars, who have 84, and they have 8 points potentially. So we could still catch the Dallas Stars, but really what we want to look at is this, and you're looking at your Los Angeles Kings are your wild card with 83, so only 2 points back. So we can go on a run here. We can still make the playoffs. We're in that playoff push. So we definitely are trying to make the playoffs here. So these games are huge. We have a couple teams we could catch, either the Dallas Stars or we could catch the Los Angeles Kings, but we also have to jump Minnesota, so we can't make that. So this game is huge right here against Dallas. We'll go ahead and sim this game because it is a team in our division. First period here, we get 1. Second period, we get 1. Come on, that is a huge win, a huge shutout to really help. We can win these 5 games. That's what's going to matter. As Vasilevsky gets a shutout, so good game from him. Hopefully he's coming on of late. Sim up to this Montreal game. So yeah, we're in a playoff push here. This is grind or die right here. This is Patrick Laine fully recovered. Good. So we're just going to sim all these games. Like, these games are huge, massive. First period against Montreal, 2-1 them. Second period, 3-4. Come on. Can we get a goal here? At least push this to overtime. As they get another one, we'll just go ahead and sim it, and we come back and get the win. Andre Palat is a fucking beast with 2 goals. He scored the tying goal with 1:27 left and scored the game-winning goal with 17 seconds left. Now, this is a guy trying to make a playoff push. He's been to the finals, and he wants to go back. And it's not even playoff hockey really yet. It essentially is. Not only did he have that, he had a hat trick. A hat trick for Andre Palat in a big game to get big 2 points. It's got to be the first star of the game, and he is. That that was just huge right there. Huge comeback right there. Jacob Juba. Oof. April 16th. I'll be back after I edit these lines. Alright, we are back. We'll get up to this Columbus Blue Jackets game here as we got 2 big wins there. Hopefully we can get 3 more wins here. Get into the playoffs. I think if we win all 5, there's got to be a way, but we can't even look that far ahead. We've got to pay attention to this game against Columbus, who's a streaky team probably as well, based off their record. First period, they're up 1-0. Second period, it's 1-0 still. Winnipeg Jets power play, come on, and they get a goal on us. It's probably a shorthanded goal. Come on, we're just going to go ahead and sim it, and we didn't get the comeback. We get shut out, actually. So, we're going to go up to this game right here against the Dallas Stars. And see, I was reading up top to see if we've been eliminated from the playoffs yet, and we have not. So we are still not in a playoff spot, but neither are the Chicago Blackhawks. Wow. Minnesota has jumped up into a playoff spot, so now we are trying to get past Minnesota for the wild card spot with 2 games remaining for us, and they have no games remaining. Okay. Neither do the Chicago Blackhawks. So we need to win 1 game, and we're in the playoffs. Because they've played all 82. And we could catch the Dallas Stars here if we win against Dallas. So we could go from being out of the playoff race to into the playoffs and a home playoff matchup in the first round with 2 wins for sure. 1 win will at least tie us here. So we can't go on a 3-game losing streak. That's it. We can't do what we've done all year. We can't go on that streak as everybody looks to be locked up except for 1 final team. So we are fighting for the final playoff spot. Minnesota sitting at home on their couches watching this game. We have back-to-back games, back-to-back nights. One against a team that we could take the 2nd overall seed. Okay, this game right here is massive. And this game okay, so we have 2 games. Now, we just need to win 1 game to make the playoffs. 1 point might get us in the playoffs. I'm not sure where the tiebreaker is for the first period. As we come out firing exactly what we needed against the team we want to beat the most. You got Nylander, Palat, Armia, then Jamie Benn or Jordy Benn. Not sure which one. Looks like it's from the point, so I'm going to go Jamie Benn. And then Nicola Ehlers goes, no, you're not coming back. Okay. Second period, as they get 2 to pull within 1, they go not so quick. They're holding it in here. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. We just got to hold them off here. Come on, kill it. Good kill, come on. We got to get into the playoffs. As they tie the game up late in the 3rd, we got to get a point. Just get a point. Make sure you bring this to overtime. It'd be great to win this in regulation, but just get it to overtime. Do not lose without getting a point. Get a point. Alright, so now we just got to win. Hopefully we can win against them just to eliminate them getting 2 points to still give us a chance because the shootout goes and we lose in the shootout. So we go from a huge lead, getting 1 point, and lose in a shootout. So it sucks that we lost that. We did let them come back. But we're going to sim up to this game and see if we are in a playoff spot or not, and we are. So if I am correct, which I believe I am, which I don't know why it doesn't say we're locked. I think we're locked into a playoff spot, so I believe we have made the Stanley Cup playoffs. Yeah, we have. As long as these seedings are correct, which I don't think they are, honestly. That's why, because the tiebreaker is row. And it's regulation plus overtime wins, and they have more than us, so I don't think these are correct. So I do not think we're locked. I think that we have to beat or get at least a point here to lock ourselves in. Yeah, because I think it should be row, and that should lock us in. So we need to get a point here against a team that we should beat in the Colorado Avalanche. Now, this is huge. This is the season right here in this 1 game. Do we come out and play on the road, back-to-back nights after we blew a lead? Do we come out to play 2-1 then? 2-3. We need to get a point. Come on. Come on. Get a goal. Come on. If we get a goal from Tyler Myers, take this. Get the point. Get the point and lock up the playoffs. Come on, boys. Come on. 10 minutes left. 9 minutes left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And they score a late goal. No. No. Oh my gosh. If we don't make the playoffs, I swear to you that we will have a new goaltender next year. Give up a goal that late. Oh my gosh. Thought we had it. Alright, moment of truth. Do we make the playoffs? And we do not make the playoffs. Oh my gosh. We missed the playoffs. Just how do you miss the playoffs? You had it in your own will and you guys missed the playoffs. Tie. We missed based off a tie. A tie. What should we miss it by in the wild card? 2 points. 2 points in a tie. Where did our team struggle? Where did we come up short? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm telling you, there's a goalie in free agency. We will move on from Vasilevsky. I mean, honestly, I'll give him a chance. I'll look at his stats, but we did not score goals. Goals against per game. Awful too. So I don't even know how we won. We were just that streaky team. PK was not bad. It was pretty good up here. We were really good at home and really bad on the road. So at least our home fans got a good show. But just let's go ahead, do a season wrap up. Next video we will jump into the draft and free agency. Alright, so let's just move on. 76 points from Ehlers. Great season from him. 64 from Line. What did you have last year? 74, so 10 points less, but one more goal. 57 from Palat, so definitely made the right choice by keeping him, especially at $1 million a year. Mark Scheifele could have had a better year, was hurt for a little bit. Like I said, we have playmaker, sniper, playmaker, Willie Nylander on the second line with 50 but 23 goals, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Teravainen I'm happy with. Patan, Kyle Connor, good year. Lowry, 30 points out as a fourth liner. Cam Fowler came in late but got 30 points. So go ahead and we'll look at the whole NHL. Your points leader was Tavares. Tavares behind Tarasenko. Voracek, Stamkos, Claude Giroux, Phil Kessel, Ehlers, Patrick Kane, and Crosby's down there with 74. Jonathan Drouin for the Tampa Bay Lightning with 74. The first defenseman, Drew Doughty, with 73. Insane amount of points. Ovechkin's down here with 70, and I know he does not win the most goals. The Maurice Richard, the Ovechkin Award does not go to Ovechkin this year. It goes to Vladimir Tarasenko. Stays with the Russians. So, then you got Tavares with 46, Stammer 43, Ovechkin 40, Patrick Kane 39, Taylor Hall 35, Evander Kane 34. So good for Evander Kane from the Buffalo Sabres. Not a big fan of him in real life, but good to see him actually pan out once. He usually doesn't. I have my own GM modes. Brandon Saad, Ryan Kessler, Nazem the Dream Kadri, and Patrick Laine coming in at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So just outside the top 10. We'll go ahead and check out defensemen. And the most points obviously goes to Drew Doughty. Most goals goes to Brent Burns. Did I see that? Yeah. This guy right here who was taken first overall plays 2 games. It goes at -2. So the Rangers take a defenseman who goes first overall, I repeat again, and only plays 2 games. 5 points. Wow, that's really bad. Only 5 points in 82 games played. So yeah, let's look at no, not what I want. Rookie skaters first, and the most goals among rookies were Robin Kovask. I don't know how to say his name. Then Willie Nylander, who is considered a rookie, who's going to get beat out for Rookie of the Year by this guy in the Rangers organization. Gunetzel, we'll go with. That's who we'll go with. Tyler Mott, who looks like he had a alright year. Any other big names? Shoshnikov for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Dylan Strome. And the most points and probably the Calder Trophy is going to go to Kavask. That's what we're going with. Godolbin had a pretty decent year as well, and William Nylander had a good year for us. And goaltenders. Your goaltenders are going to be the most wins are going to be by. I thought I saw a goalie with a goal. I was going to freak out for a second. Your most wins is Hendrik Lundqvist, Roberto Luongo, Jake Allen, Hellebuck for the Lightning, who we traded them, who had a good year, so we may have made a mistake in trading him to the Tampa Bay Lightning as he had more wins, but if you look at this, save percentage 908, 927, so clearly a weak link. Maybe he grows, maybe he doesn't. We're obviously going to have him on the team to start next year. But he might not stay long. Save percentage, Jonathan Quick, and then it looks like not Bernier, who was the backup, then Anaheim, then probably Hellebuck. I mean, Chad Johnson played a good amount of games, good save percentage, Hendrik Lundqvist. So one thing I do want to see is saves. So did we give up a lot of shots? No, we didn't even give. I mean, we gave up a decent amount of shots, but I mean, he's not in 2,000, so yeah. Shutout is going to go to Hellebuck. So, yeah, keep rubbing it in my face, Tampa. Any goals? No goals. And the most points goes to Vasilevsky. Had the most last year. And this year, he gets us... Looks like nothing. Yep. Looks like absolutely nothing. So, he got us 1 point. Alright, which you can't complain. It's a goaltender. Just... Can't believe we missed playoffs. So that's going to be it. Next time you guys see, we will be at the draft. Do a wrap up there of who won the cup and everything. But that'll be all. If you guys like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and have a great day or night.